Hi, this is Ian, and I play Casimir Silverlash, and you're listening to the Adventure with Advantage podcast. Thanks for listening.
Welcome back, everybody, to Adventure with Advantage, session 44. Coming in closer and closer to our 50th episode, which is nuts. All right, well, I will get us started. So previously, the party set out from Esserum, heading to the Greywood Logging Camp on the edge of the Greenwood. They traveled north, but eventually came across what looked like a raid on a caravan. The party inspected the scene and decided to see if they could follow some tracks after realizing some prisoners had been taken, or may have been taken. They came upon a small campsite and decided to try and talk their way through the problem. Steelscar attempted to persuade the bandits, but failed as things turned into a fight. The bandits put up quite a fight, but the party in the end was victorious. And I believe at the end of last session, we kind of like wrapped things up quick because it was like a 3-hour session. So you guys did find the merchants of the caravans. I had said that they were all looked like they all kind of had dark skin. They were Haram, and they basically told you that they worked for a very wealthy noble in Esserum named Jaskit Mezerite, and they basically said, we don't really have anything like to give you, but speak to Jaskit when you get back to Esserum, and I'm sure he would be more than happy to thank you for your efforts. And they said about gathering their things. They weren't able to get everything because it seemed that the bandits didn't take care of the stuff they had stolen in some regards, so some of the items were destroyed. But yeah, you guys looted the area, you found some like gold and stuff.
We also found the Long Fang sword, which is cursed.
Yes, a sword. You guys found that as well. Steelscar, I think, was trying to decide if he wanted to take it. Or to attune with it. He was trying to decide.
Yeah, what was it called again?
Long Fang?
Long Fang. Two-handed greatsword. Which will turn you into a wolf man.
Yes.
But you'll be completely badass. Yes.
For future reference, for your guys' notes, the traders' names were Alec, Shira, and Farvid, 2 males and 1 female. And again, they thanked you for your assistance, and they basically kind of went about gathering their things from the campsite. The horses you did see at the campsite were also theirs as well. So they're kind of just, as you guys are kind of like scavenging the place, they're in the middle of packing up things onto their horse. What would you guys like to do?
So just confirming, so we rescued Alec, Shira, and Farvad, and they said to talk to Jaskit Mezerite in Esserum.
Yes.
Cool.
They also told you that the name of the bandits called themselves the Wolfskins, is what... That's not something I said last time, but since I'm kind of summarizing here.
The now they're the
Wolfskins.
Yeah, we skinned the Wolfskins.
Wait, he's tripping. It's
so they're extra skinny.
Inventory.
You said they wore wolf skins, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
But was there anything like significant about them, like a signia or symbol, or?
You can look to see if you find anything on their bodies if you'd like.
What was the name of that sword one more time?
Okay, go ahead and roll an investigation check.
Just don't step in a bear trap while you're walking around.
Yeah, walk around slowly and carefully.
10.
You look over the bodies. You don't find any like insignia or anything that stands out. You can see if you want to. You could roll some sort of check, see if you know anything about the wolfskins. Be like a history check.
Okay, I'll do that. And that's a 16.
Yeah, you're not sure. The wolfskins don't sound super familiar to you, so you're not exactly certain.
Okay.
Probably just a bunch of bandits.
Yeah, I was gonna just see if I could get anything because I'm assuming the town that we're going to would be interested to know.
Okay.
But
I would cast Detect Magic as I'm wandering around just in case.
Does that take one action to cast? Or is it
one action and lasts up to 10 minutes?
Okay. Just walking around like a metal detector.
Like one of the old guys at the beach.
Yeah. You don't find anything magical other than the sword that you found on the
there it is.
Guy's body.
Brilliant.
Well, if the merchants are good and we're good, then I think we did Levy blow up the tree that was blocking the path, or do we decide against that?
He blew it up, I believe.
I blew it up.
Okay. So, assuming the path is now clear and smoldered.
Yes, you could make your way through, yeah.
All right, I'm ready to go if you guys are.
Okay. Yeah, the merchants are like, Alec walks up and is like, once again, thank you very much for your assistance. Ask to speak with Jeskit when you get back to Esram. I'm sure he is more than happy to accommodate you for your assistance today.
Oh, before they leave, I will hand them what I picked up from the dead folks on the road. Let them know to basically deliver these to their families or whatever.
Okay. Yeah, you hand it to Alec, and he
I hand
he kind of has like as you give it to him, you can kind of see that with everything going on, he kind of forgot about this happening. The guards being slain, and kind of has a somber voice, and it's like, thank you, we will be sure that we bring this back to their kin.
I appreciate it
very much.
And DM, one more time, what was the name of that sword? I'm looking for it.
Long Fang.
All right, a Long Fang, got it. But nothing else, because I don't know if I want to or not. I mean, see, Steel Scar wouldn't know what the blade does, and
well, I think Levy would have told you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
he's not gonna. I mean, unless Levy wants to give you a cursed great sword and not tell you.
I would definitely tell him what it did. Exactly. You would know.
All right. For now, I would not equip it. Then, I wouldn't attune to it.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you guys watch as the guards or the merchants eventually begin to make their way back to the road, with their things kind of on their horses. Looks like 3 of them are riding horses, and their horses are kind of saddled up, and then the other one, the 4th horse, kind of has a lot of the stuff on it, kind of using it to carry the stuff. As they make their way back toward the road. Would you guys like to head back to the road as well? You done here?
Yeah,
I believe so.
I would be done.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah. You guys make your way back to the road as well, with them, and then the merchants see the bodies of the guards, and they ask you if you'd be willing to help, maybe try and bury the bodies or something.
Yeah. I'd be down.
That's a lot of manual labor that I'm just not down for right now. I could offer him cremation.
Oh, God. Just pile them up right here. I'll just.
Do you have spell slots left?
No, I don't.
I can use Sacred Flame.
Ooh, then it's like holy.
Yeah. Flame-like radiance descends from above.
I don't know that's as big of a explosion as
Could you do
no, it'd be
Moonbeam
more like,
and then Sacred Flames on top?
Oh my God.
I could.
As you guys are having this discussion, they're like, "It's fine. We can just bury the bodies."
Clearly, we're asking too much.
It's too much for you guys to handle.
Oh, we overcomplicate.
I'll awkwardly shake their hand and leave.
All right, they go about trying to bury the bodies of the guards. All right, you guys make your way to your caravan, and head out. Is that what you want to do?
Yep.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Okay.
Keep going.
All right. You guys make your way to your what was it again? You called a very specific thing, Casimir. Was it your
carriage?
Your carriage. Okay.
I'm guessing we're resuming the same order how things were going because I was driving and Elamir was like scouting and Levy was hiding in the carriage and Casimir was next to me.
I mean,
'Cause he's
Casimir's
blind.
Can't drive, so
Yeah,
Casimir's
I would
blind.
ride shotgun and then send volley. And since volley never yelled at me, I'm thinking our stuff was okay.
I think if a lot of us are beat up, are we close to the town?
you will reach the town at the end of the day today.
Okay.
I'll heal us before we get that far then.
Yeah, it was
Or at least a little bit.
it was 2 days, and you slept one night. This is the second morning.
All right, I will.
But how much is prayer of healing? I'll heal everyone for 2d8 plus my spellcasting modifier. That's a really crappy heal. I guess that's level 2. My
Levy
bad.
can
Okay.
Levy can also roll. Do you have Song of Rest?
I do have Song of Rest. If we are taking a short rest, I can play Song of Rest, and everyone gets to have, what is it?
I think it's an extra D6 or something.
1d6 extra when you use your hit dice.
I just noticed the title of the stream is episode.
Oh, sorry
43.
about that.
It's all good.
Oh,
I just
so
44.
Ian, Oh.
What's up?
no, how much healing total was it?
Oh, I hadn't rolled yet. I was waiting for
Okay.
Levy to finish saying what he was. Because he said we have an extra 1d6 added to what our short rest hit die heal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I guess let's take care of the short rest first, and then.
Right, so you guys just begin heading out and take a short rest while you're traveling. As Levy plays, strums gently. Oh, I should turn that down.
Yeah,
Jen,
so
that
I'll
was
people
loud.
use Levy's first.
His loot or whatever it is his DOS loot.
Dawson.
Right, yeah, you guys heal up for whatever your hit die are plus 1d6, and then like Casimir can top you guys off at the end if need be.
Yeah, let me know whatever people are missing, and I'll take care of it. 5.
Alright.
Sweet.
While we're traveling, can I use my spell storing ring to summon a steed? Finally,
Sure.
I
What kind of steed would you like to summon?
want to summon a giant owl.
A giant owl.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And you guys watch as Levy summons a giant owl from his ring
And
spell.
and since I get to choose if it's Fey, Celestial, or Fiend?
Demonic.
Demonic.
Fiend,
Yeah.
yes. Fiend,
So I'm
my bad.
gonna go with Fey. I like Fey.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Use
use
what
I'm gonna use
color?
a couple hit dice to heal myself too.
What
does
color?
What does it look like? What does the owl look like?
Yeah. So
Is it a she? I don't know.
I don't know. I haven't decided. I'm just summoning the owl, and the owl is going to tell me. So I'm gonna summon the owl, and
You summon a massive, superb owl.
yeah, it's the superb owl. Since it's not a living being, it doesn't have like the standard owl colors. It has like this like shimmer glow of like a fey being. So I'm guessing it's something like whitish green kind of looking that kind of glows. And I haven't decided a name yet, so I'm thinking of a name still.
Okay. You guys watch as Levy summons this giant owl that shimmers and it's whitish green, and as he sits there and tries to decide on its name.
Yep.
All right.
Wait, this is just an owl randomly, or
He summoned
He-
it with the summon
He used
key.
Find Steed.
Or find
Yeah.
oh, so you have an owl and a flump.
Yeah. I am
What's the
playing
CR of a
Druid.
giant? What's the CR of a giant owl?
Like
should be-
1/4.
Oh, perfect. Yeah.
It should be
Just make sure that the NFL doesn't sue you.
Yeah.
What?
I missed that joke right over my head.
Superb
Giant
owl.
Druid.
Super Bowl.
Oh.
Like NFL's really cracks down if people like mention the Super Bowl in like advertising, so you always hear it as like the big game. And then a Reddit community came up called Superb Owl, and they just post pictures of owls.
Nice. Here's the owl itself. Now the superb owl.
Oh, there's a giant owl. Thank you.
It's adorable.
Hoot.
Hoot? Did you say its name is Hoot?
No, that's what
Okay.
it says.
Oh, okay. He said its name was Hoot. Like, nice.
Dang,
Okay.
+5
Right.
perception and +4 stealth. That's
So you guys-
fucking.
I mean,
it flies.
Hoot probably would be a great name considering I named Flumpy Flumpy.
Owly.
Owly. We're really pushing the names here. We're really good at them.
Owliver.
Oh my god. Ooh, I like that. I'm gonna go with Owliver.
Oliver. Okay.
Owliver.
Wow.
Owliver or Owliver?
Owliver.
Okay, so like the
Like
name
owl liver.
Mm-hmm.
The name Oliver, but with an owl.
Yes.
Oliver. Okay.
Yes.
All right. As Levy looks at you guys triumphantly and says, "Meet Owliver." There you go. So now you guys have a flump, a giant owl, and a panther.
All just chilling.
Just, the party's growing, man.
Yep. And then I'm gonna have
We are the
Owliver
fellowship.
go up above us and fly above us and kind of like scout.
Okay.
Keep an eye on the sky.
Okay. And you can communicate telepathically with Oliver. So
I
you
can.
Oliver, whatever
Up to a-
Oliver can see.
Up to a whole mile. That's fantastic.
So now Elamir's useless. Just-
Yeah.
Now Elamir can come and hang out and smoke the pipe with us.
God. All right. So, yeah, you guys continue. Let me catch up my notes here. So yeah, you guys continue your journey for the rest of the day toward Ervst. It is sky's clear, slight breeze, makes the journey quite pleasant as you guys are going. As Oliver flies above, you have Flumpy, you guys are all traveling. I'm blanking on the Panther's name right now for 1 second.
Volley.
Volley, as you guys are heading toward Ervst. And you guys continue on the road. Eventually, remember, you kind of entered a forest. You begin to exit the forest and out onto the road, and you can see the river to the west. As the sun begins to go down, you guys can see in the distance the small village of Ervst. So,
Can we get the world map, please, Mr. DM?
don't you have it? Oh no, what do you have? Oh,
We have
you
the
still-
We have
previous
the battle map.
my bad. Yeah, here.
Thank you.
Oh, hold on. Let me move it back. There you go.
Our ridiculous route that we drew.
You're out. Yes, you're out.
Did my best.
Great. So we have gone up from Esserum, gone north, and we are in Erst, or we are just
Erst.
arriving. Erst.
Yes, you were just arriving in Ervst. I know, it's
Erst.
fun to say. Ervst.
Erst.
I'm like, I'm just gonna make the name of the village. It just is not fun to say. Ervst.
Yeah.
All
Okay.
right, so, what time of day is it? As we're
The sun's
arriving?
going down. It's about to become evening as you guys are. You can see the small village in the distance, and you guys approach. Here you go. Town of Ervst.
Ooh, new thing you made maps with.
Yeah, this one seemed it was a little easier to do building sets from a top.
I like this one actually a lot.
It's a lot easier to understand.
Yeah,
For
sure.
real, it really is.
So, so you
that's
guys are coming in from the south on the road, as you guys see it. So there's this small town. Looks like it's not like a super fortified town because there is a castle, and the castle sits actually like on its land here that they built it on.
It's like a little
And there's
island.
Yeah, and then the bridge extends from that. So in order to go across the bridge, you have to actually go through like the courtyard of the castle to get to the across the bridge.
So it's like a natural moat almost.
Yeah, pretty much.
Would you say like as we enter town, would there be traffic coming in and out of like the castle area as people would like exit that way, or is it more like secure? Or we don't know.
I will tell you. So, you guys, as the sun begins to set, and you guys draw closer, you can see it beginning to set behind Castle Ervst, and along the Mern River. As the banners are flying high in the breeze. Near the castle, you can see the small village. You see villagers moving about, probably finishing up their work for the night. You see smoke rising from some of the chimneys of the buildings. You continue on the road as you eventually enter the town. As you enter it, you can see it's late in the evening. You see people moving through the street. You see lots of small homes. It's not... seems like it's more homes, not so many, businesses and things, but there's certainly some there. You can see people in their homes, candlelight inside, eating dinner, that sort of thing. There's not a ton of traffic coming from the castle. It doesn't look like there's a bunch of people crossing back and forth. You can ask around if you need directions, if you need to know any information, if you'd like.
Yeah, can we just kind of ask where like an inn might be so we could stop for the night?
Okay.
And
so, yeah, you guys find a guard who's kind of just standing watch and ask him, and basically informs you there's two main taverns that people typically go to. The Traveler's End, which is right over here, to the south of the main road toward the castle, and then Hamar's Tavern, which is just north of the main road.
Which one's a classier establishment?
He's like, oh, well, Traveler's End is... let me look at my notes.
He's looking it up on Yelp.
Yeah. Can we Yelp them?
Look at that. He's like, well, Traveler's Inn is run by a family-run business. A halfling wife and her husband. They own it. So if you're looking for more of a halfling, what's the word? Decor and kind of that experience, go there. Hamar is a half-orc who was once an adventurer. So a bit more adventurous sort of thing. At the end of the day, he's like, at the end of the day, you'll get a great night's sleep and great food and drink at either place.
Okay. And then who can we talk to? We found some bandits on the road and took care of them, and we just wanted to report that to whoever needed to be reported to.
He tells you in the morning he's like, well, you could certainly talk to someone at the castle if you'd like to share that information. I'm sure the Lord will be quite happy about that.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Okay. He's like, have a good night.
I'm gonna toss him a gold coin for his helpful information.
Okay. He catches it and thanks you, and he goes back on his watch.
I'd like to go to an end. I'm tired.
DM question. So, it's been a while since I had thought about this, but, how are orcs and half-orcs received in this world?
Roll a history check.
Not good. 6.
6. You have a kind of moment, like a momentary lapse in memory. You're not exactly certain. So you're not certain, how... I mean, you've come across half-orcs, and that doesn't seem to be too much, too many issues. I mean, Grogger's a half-orc.
That's true. We do work for one.
So you're not exactly certain, though.
Okay.
Now, our judgment isn't necessarily foolproof.
If anyone else would like to roll and help them, you're welcome to.
I would love to.
All right, why not? Let's play this game. I mean, 16, 17 minus 1.
Oof. Man, I had a +3.
And I have a -1.
So what was the highest roll?
I got a 16 total.
Woo. Okay.
Better than me.
I mean, that's better, yeah. Okay. Steel Scar, you...
I've also I've walked around certain places because backstory wise, I've been around certain places too, so I might have some kind of
Worldly knowledge. You've been around the block.
Would you say you are a traveler?
I would say I am a traveler. I'm just Steel Scar from the block. That's it.
Wow, Steel Scar from the block. So what you know about orcs and half-orcs? Orcs generally are just kind of not civilized, evil evil beings. Think more Lord of the Rings orcs, if you're going to think of orcs. But half orcs, depending on where you are, some people view them as just as bad as orcs. Other people understand the difference, and with half orcs, they can kind of go one way or the other. They can go the more civilized, route, like Grogard apparently is a business owner, right? Or they can kind of just not. So it really just depends on what they're going to do, but depends on where you are. But most people can at least understand the difference, that they're not necessarily monsters just because they are a half-orc, but generally orcs are like Lord of the Rings orcs, if you're going to think about them.
I share that with everybody. I tell them that they're like the Lord of the Rings. Whatever that means.
I got a couple of rings. Does that mean they're like me? Mm-hmm. Like a few rings?
You're the Lord of the Rings.
Well, let's stay there, I think. It's also closer to the castle, so we can go early in the morning.
It's like where? You're talking about Haymar. Okay.
Haymar, yes. Let's go to Haymar's Tavern.
I was confused because you didn't say that. You're just
sorry.
Let's stay there.
Let's stay there.
Okay. All right. You guys head to Haymar's. You guys enter in. Let's see.
We asked for also a place for our carriage and horses to stay at.
Yeah, you guys have to stable your stuff. So, yeah, you guys find a spot to stable your horses.
We'll stop by in front of there. Let Levy get off, and then I guess I'll go with Casimir to just stable the horses since he can't see because he's blind. I gotta help him walk everywhere now.
I'm a little trip prone, as we found.
Mm-hmm.
You have a seeing eye panther, though.
It's true.
We might need to swap her out for a blink dog so I get a few less weird looks in town, though. What's your owl up to, Levy?
Owl's gonna hang outside town. Owliver is going to hang outside town.
Okay, so you find a nice tree to perch upon, this giant white shimmering owl.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
I would imagine it could dull itself if it wants to.
Yeah.
So it's not just like, oh.
Just this radiant being.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so you guys find a spot to stable your horses for the night and keep your carriage, and you guys make your way to the tavern. So all the taverns you've been to, rustic. You see this tavern as you enter in. Lots of people in there. You see the tables are everywhere, fireplace in the corner. There's some furs hanging on the wall, as well as the heads of some creature. You look around, you see looks like some sort of wolf, owlbear kind of thing. See some weapons as well. And you see again, there's lots of patrons, people eating, drinking, talking. I'm assuming you want to find one of the workers here.
Yes, please.
Okay. You guys make your way to the bar and see if you can find someone who can, give you lodging for the night. You see this kind of large half-orc female. She's got kind of this ashy gray skin, dark purple hair that seems to be pulled back into a ponytail. She wears kind of a sleeveless shirt. You can see she's got these large arms. As she sees you, she kind of looks up and greets you and is like, "Welcome to Haymar's Tavern. How may I help you?"
Are you Haymar?
I am Haymar, yes.
We would love to get a couple of rooms for the night.
All right, and she pulls out a book, says, "It's like, how many rooms do you need?"
2 guys as usual.
Yes.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
All right, and she's like, "You're just staying for one night?"
Yes, please. We're just passing through. We're headed on out probably tomorrow morning.
All right, and she marks it down in her book and tells you the price. Which, what did we agree on was the APOC had that last time?
I always forget. I should just keep my book out. I really should.
If you can find that and tell me, because that was a good reference point for me when it comes to price, and I forgot to write it down when we talked about it last time.
Here, I have a whole list of expense
was it 25
things.
Single or 25 silver pieces?
Was it room?
It was like under boarding, but regardless, if you can look that up, that'd be great.
I'll find it and I'll let you know.
Could we get a discount if I provide entertainment for the folks here tonight?
She'd like,
I whip out my loot.
Okay, strong
Make a
stable.
perform- make a
Epic.
Make a performance check.
If we're doing a comfortable living or comfortable room, it's 8 silver. Wealthy
Okay.
is 2 gold.
That would be a
Okay.
19.
Aristocratic is 4.
Ooh. All right, we'll do 8. Okay. So it'll be 16 gold for the 2 rooms. All right.
Yeah.
Silver.
Silver, sorry.
Yeah.
The gold is a lot.
16 silver.
Yeah.
That would be a 19 on my performance.
19? Okay. Go ahead and roll persuasion and roll it with advantage.
Sweet. That would be a 18.
18. She is very impressed. She's like, "Hi, you seem very you have, God, I'm blanking on words.
Come on, Scott.
Quite handy with the loot. She's like,
It's not the only thing I'm handy with.
Repairman.
Oh gosh, man, I do my own plumbing. She's like, well, I will give you free food and drink for the night if you wish to provide some entertainment for everybody.
Absolutely. Let's get this show on the road.
All right. And she books you guys for the rooms. And she points to a stage where you can go up and play some music if you'd like.
Absolutely.
Okay. Go ahead and head up
jam.
there. Go ahead and make a performance check.
Come on, let me.
Oh. That one is cocked off my desk. 15 plus 8, 23.
All right. You guys watch as Levy goes up on the small stage and sits down, pulls out his lute, and just begins strumming and playing, and everyone in the tavern seemed to really enjoy the music. Is there anything particular you're thinking
just
about?
to clarify, while I'm playing, I want to be casting Dancing Lights as a concentration spell to kind of like give myself like lighting effects, so it's like like an actual concert and stuff. And so it'd be like,
It requires somatic components to that spell.
does it?
So, I mean, I said does it? That was a question.
VSM.
That's somatic. So
Yes.
yeah, it's verbal, somatic, and material, but you can skip the material.
Can I use
People-
prestidigitation to make his like music echo prettily throughout the place?
Sure, you can if you'd like. You cast it initially.
I
It only
contribute
lasts for 1
nothing to
minute.
this.
Yeah, it only
I
lasts
think
for
it
a
only
minute.
lasts for 1 minute. Okay,
Yeah.
you can do it initially.
I'll do it initially and then like have it stay behind me and then like blow out and like when I get into my like
You get
chorus.
everyone's attention, and then you start playing. Okay.
Mhm.
As
I do
Casimir
nothing either to help.
cast some stuff to make it better. Everyone seems to be really enjoying the music. The rest of you guys finding what are you singing about? Anything in particular?
I want to sing about the plight of the common man.
Okay. You guys listen to Levy.
Now you're gonna sing about the 18 fireballs you threw in the last 5 hours.
Shh, that's later after I'm like 6 drinks in.
Yeah, that's when I use thaumaturgy for sound effects.
All right. So you guys watch. What the rest of you doing? Just finding a table and getting some food and drink.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. You guys find a table. It's food and drink. Levy is playing. It's everyone in the tavern seems to be enjoying it. They're themselves having a great time.
Actually, I want to play about the Fantastic Four. Or
you guys?
yeah,
you mean
us.
The Fearless
No,
Four?
what
the Fearless
were we?
Four. The Fearless
Is
Four.
Fearless Four.
the ridiculous name you were given.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
ridiculous
Fearless
Four.
4.
Okay.
The one that doesn't have legal liability attached to it.
Exactly. That one. That
Pretty
one.
much.
Fearless
There
Four.
you go. All right, you begin to tell the tales of the Fearless Four and all of
Are we
your-
gonna be rebooted like 7 times?
Oh God.
No, we're not owned by Sony. It's okay.
All right, you guys listen as Levy kind of regales people with your guys' tales that you've been through. And it's enjoyable. You guys enjoy yourself. After he finishes his story, his song, you guys pick up, you hear like what sounds like some people playing a game as Levy's still up there playing. And as you kind of listen, you've heard of this game before. It's Two Truths and a Lie.
I thought you were gonna say Soul Samar.
No, not that again. It takes a little too long. You see this dwarf kind of stand up. He's got kind of got a black beard at this kind of like a long table. It seems like some communal table these people are sitting at. They're all eating and drinking. And And he has this big black beard, ragged black beard. He's like, once I got into a fist fight with an orc. Once I rode on the back of a giant frog. And once I fell down a waterfall. And you watch as some people at the table kind of argue and start shouting like, oh, you never fought a orc, blah blah blah. Izzy all kind of like playing this game, and he eventually says that he never fell down a waterfall and explains how he was captured by a group of orcs and forced into a fighting pit. He was able to disarm the orc, and that's how he had a fist fight. And then him and his comrades were traveling through the Goral swamplands, and they rode on the backs of giant frogs to get across. Next, there's this halfling rogue. She stands up and says, once I stole a nobleman's golden tooth. Once I stole a crown from a lord's head. Once I stole an egg from a dragon's clutch. You can hear some people kind of arguing and bickering. Do you guys want to join in, or are you going to stay seated?
You guys are lucky I'm not playing. Or I'm playing music.
Yeah, and I'll insight check them to see if I get how would this work, because actually that'd break the game.
So So you guys are gonna make 3 insight checks as they're talking. So I'm gonna make a roll on my end, and then you'll tell me what your insight check is, and I'll tell you whether or not you have an understanding, or you think you know.
3. You
Question
said?
for you, GM.
Yeah.
For the insight checks, will my hearing balance out my eyesight, or will I have disadvantage on this one?
I would say you'd have disadvantage.
Okay.
How many times do we have to roll?
3, and then just give me 1 second to roll mine, and then tell me your results.
Like all 3, or just the highest?
All 3, because you're doing it for each thing they said.
Okay.
So give me 1 second.
I got my 3 rolls.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah, look at.
I'm gonna be very bad at this game.
Okay. So, Steel Scar, tell me what you got for the first one.
My first roll was a natural 20 plus 0.
So 20 for the insight check on that one. Okay.
The second one was a 12 total.
12. Okay.
And the third one was a 15.
15. Okay, so that's Steel. I'm just keeping track of my notes. This is Steel Scar.
No bonuses to my rolls because I have a 0.
All right. What did you get, Elamir?
4, 8, and 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe the ale you drank is a little strong.
It's
all right.
It's been a day.
It's free ale,
then,
so it's okay.
Casimir, what did you get?
A 3, a 9, and a 13.
Wow, Steel Scar actually did better than all you guys. I'm surprised.
Yeah, the disadvantage gets me good.
Yeah.
I got a 1, 7, and an 11.
So you said
Do any
3,
of us have high wisdom?
9, and 30. You're a wisdom-based class, man.
I have a -1.
I'm +1.
Yeah, but I put all my things into dexterity.
Yeah, you're not. Yeah. No,
I have a
none of
0
you,
wisdom.
You guys are kind of lacking in wisdom and actually intelligence.
No, isn't Levy
In your-
smart?
No. In your,
I'm average.
You have two charisma-based classes, a Wiz one, and then a fighter, which can really be, strength, pretty much.
Strength and dex.
So.
I'm strength and constitution, apparently.
Let's see. Do you want me to send it to you guys directly, or you just want me to say it out loud? Do you care?
can just say
I'd
it.
say it out loud for the viewers.
Okay. Steel Scar. For the first one, she said, you believe that she is telling the truth.
All right.
Elamir and Casimir, you are not certain what she's saying. You don't know if she's telling the truth or lying. For the second one, none of you are certain. You're not. You can't quite tell if she is lying or telling the truth. And then for the final one, Steel Scar and Casimir, you believe that she is telling the truth.
All right. So
You're not certain.
So I would shout out saying that the second one was a lie.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Which
perceive.
was the crown.
Yes, that she had stolen a crown from a lord's head.
Were people betting on this? Or are they just having fun?
No, they're just having fun. And
Okay.
enjoying. Maybe like taking drinks at the end, if like making the person who failed, taking a drink or something like that.
I'd stare around the table and go, I don't foresee me being good at this, so I'm just gonna eat crow here and order us some more drinks. And I'd order a gallon of ale for the table.
Wow. Okay.
I would shout 1.
1 being the lie.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, everyone. You hear everyone else kind of start to shout out what they said. Blah blah blah. Steel Scar kind of spoke up soon, so they'll kind of go with Steel Scar, saying that. Would you say number 2 was a lie? Is that what you said?
Yeah, the crown from the king's head.
And then she does say that. Yes, she's like, yes, I've never stolen a crown. She's like, I once met a nobleman, got him to drink more than he could handle, and made him think I was interested. When he fell asleep, the moment we entered his bedroom, and I took a tooth right out of his mouth while he was sleeping. And she said, I once got hired by a gnome who claimed to want to eat dragon egg, some sort of chef, and he and I snuck inside and stole the dragon's egg. Luckily, it didn't notice until after we had left.
He's everywhere.
So, all right, and she takes a big drink because she was figured out. Does anyone want to go?
I would like to say that maybe Steel Scar would give it a go after having a few more drinks in them.
Okay. Anyone else?
I'm playing.
I'll just kind of like. Yeah. I will let Steel Scar have the attention, and then I will just like basically not trying to hype him up, but like I want to like be very expressive and like try to like sway the crowd on things that like I know are just kind of be annoying. I'm letting loose. It's been a day. Elamir got pretty low in HP. He's drinking the ale.
There you go.
Does that mean you get drunk faster because like you've lost blood, so like your blood alcohol content gets higher quicker?
I think technically elves also really don't eat meat a lot.
Yeah.
So I'm like on like a berry and fish diet here. Like
you're very pescatarian.
There you go.
If I'm going by traditional elf.
So Steel Scar, you're wanting to go?
Yeah. So I would like
All
look
right.
at the. I guess I would get the attention of me and be like, what was it called? 2 truths and a lie.
Yep.
So I'll be like, yeah,
it's a game I call 3 truths.
3 truths. Never have I ever.
You know what? No, I'm not gonna do that because that would give it away. But for the first one, I'd be like, I faced the blue dragon and won. Do I have to roll anything for these anyways?
You can roll them as you say them, or you can just roll all 3 at the end. It's up to you.
All right, and then for the first one, I'd be like, I faced the blue dragon and lived, obviously, and won. Sorry, I said and won. I've flown the skies with no help.
He's really drunk. He's just telling people about his angel wings now.
And for the third one, as Steel Scar starts trying to think of something else to say, as he gets lost in thought, he's like, I fought against. Actually, no, that would be 3 truths. What I was just about to say. Oh yeah,
Just go with it.
I fought against the army of. Was it Gnolls that we faced?
Gnolls, yeah.
I faced an army of Gnolls and came out victorious. There you go. And I guess technically they're all truths.
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
I mean, you could be lying about the second one just so that, you're not exposing yourself. That's always true.
True. But would I roll, what would it be, deception or persuasion?
Since they're all true, it'd be deception, because you're not trying to make the truthful ones appear truthful, right? Because that's part of the game.
All right, so first 2 rolls. The first roll is a 16 for the first one.
Okay.
The second one was a 3.
Okay.
And the last one is a 19.
Wow, okay. All right, I'm going to have some people roll. Let's see. Let's have a handful of people do it. Don't spin here all the time. Okay, and then we'll do okay. Oh wow. Okay. So everyone kind of starts arguing amongst themselves, trying to figure, oh, I think it's number 2, it's number 3. You've never fought Blue Dragon. And then you watch as the halfling who you just figured out, she stands up and she says, I think all 3 of them are true.
That's the shock Steel Scar, and he looks up and he's like, for the first one was the Blue Dragon, and I'm like, well, the first one was true. Who had any kind of Blue Dragon part still that we remember?
I probably do, since I'm a freaking hoarder. Or no, do we actually let me check?
I had them all, and I offloaded all of them to be made into stuff, or they spoiled and I threw them away.
Yeah,
it's like held on to an eyeball for like 6 months.
Yeah, I think Elamir is the one who did most of the.
I was the harvester.
Yeah,
awesome.
Gave it all to Oscar, I think.
True. I'll be like, well, the first one is true, and I'll yell at Levy and I'll be like, Levy, why don't you tell the story about how we defeated the Blue Dragon?
All right, I'm gonna tell the story, but I'm gonna be very explicit on how Steel Scar did almost nothing in that fight, and I did almost everything, and Elamir did almost everything.
Okay. All right, Levy begins to.
And then I'll be like, the third one. I'll be like, the third one was also true. We did fight. It was what was that name of that town again? Redbrook.
Redbrook. Well, the town was.
Well, no, it's all happened in the Redbrook arc, right?
The Redbrook area, there was Andor was the one that got burned. Rodin was to the east. To the east of that was Kalan. To the southeast, we didn't visit Kalal, so that'd be what, Bloodthorn Castle.
Natal.
Yeah, I would start talking about. I'd start talking about that incident, and hopefully some people would be like, "Yeah, I heard about that," or "No, I didn't," and then I let them know that we were part of that. And I look at her. It was the halfling, right?
Yeah.
I'll look at her and I'm like, oh, like I'm gonna try to deceive her and making it seem like that was actually a lie.
Okay, roll a deception check.
Oof. Because that was the only person that called me out, so I'm gonna try to make it seem like shit. That's a natural 1. Right. But I'm gonna try to sound convincing.
She rolled well. All right, so you try and convince her that you don't actually fly, and she is kind of like, liar. She's like, I can see you're lying through your teeth.
I'm gonna cast this fly spell with Das Loot on him.
Okay. All right. Then suddenly you begin to fly, Steel Scar.
Yes, and I'm like,
as everyone at the table kind of starts shouting and banging their hands on the table. Ah! Everyone's just kind of going wild. This Levy's in the background playing the ballad of your battle against Rimzarin and how Elamir did everything. And
he didn't do everything, and we did it all as a team.
Castamir turned into a giant crystal dragon and then didn't do a whole lot because it was kind of.
He was a tank.
I forgot it. Yeah. He did tank. Okay.
I literally
it was mainly Steel Scar didn't do anything.
I did not hit rings. I didn't hit it once. No, I didn't. Because I was waiting for it to come down to swing at it. Because I held my action to when as soon as it landed on me, I was going to unleash it all on it, and it never happened. But yeah, I'm like, and I'll just be like, yeah, well, you caught me. I'm like,
And they're like, and so like she like pours one of the things from the drink and slides it. She's like, you have to drink the whole thing she's like, you have to tell one lie. And then the whole crowd's kind of like, Drink.
I guess I'll chug it down.
All right, Steel Scar is chugging it down. Go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw at this point.
Okay. Hold on. Would alcohol be considered a poison?
It's technically a toxin for our bodies, yeah.
It is, but I don't know that in game.
Hold on, no.
Hold on, because it's from your belt, a dwarven kind.
That's what I'm reading, because it says against poison, but I don't know if you would consider it a poison.
Oh, look at it. I'm gonna see if the question's been asked.
It just says advantage against poison.
Yeah, no, I know.
I'll let you decide on it. I would say no, because it's more like a drink, so it's not meant to be deadly.
It's more of an in-game poison, but I understand the
That's just why I asked. So all right, I'll just roll.
I was hesitant because I'm like, it's dwarves and they drink a lot. Maybe maybe that's part of the benefit. We'll say no for right now. Maybe I'll come back.
Yeah, I'm not a dwarf, so that would make sense. Anyway, so I mean, I still a +6 to my con. So
all right, what'd you get?
I rolled 11 + 6, so 17.
Don't you also have the +4 from me?
Oh,
yeah,
it's
Aurora?
right next to you.
Yeah.
So I'll give a clever look around the table.
So I guess. Okay. So what did I say? 11 + 6, 17, 18, 21 total.
All right, 21. You down the whole drink, and then you feel good. And you kind of slam it on the table as the people at the table clap and cheer as they continue playing their
Would
game.
you say that we're all buzzing right now?
I mean, that drink didn't seem to bother you too much, but depends on how much Elamir. Are you drinking a lot, or are you just taking?
I was going to ask, in this world, does whiskey exist?
Or like liquor?
I'd say liquor exists. Maybe something similar to whiskey.
I feel like the dwarves would have invented something strong.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'd order whatever the closest thing to a fireball shot is for Levy.
I'm gonna
All right.
pretend to
Elamir's
drink that because Fireball is a travesty.
I would. I've been drinking ale, but I would ask the barkeep if they had any, some nice whiskey behind the bar.
Okay. All right. She finds a drink and brings it to you and pours it for you.
And then I'll say,
and she's like, you may enjoy this one as an elf.
Great racial profile.
Oh wow!
Oh, oof.
I would know
into
what
a
you
nice
meant. I'm
thing.
assuming. When I drink, if I drink it, do I know what she has served me?
You know what it is. Yes.
Okay.
What is it?
Can you tell me what it is?
It's called Cellar.
Cellar what? You cut out.
Cellarum.
Cellarin. Okay.
You know,
Like
that,
Elrim, but in a jail.
you know that it contains some magical properties,
Okay.
and you know that drinking it could cause something to happen.
You like what happens?
You know that it could cause some sort of, who knows? It's known for it can cause kind of random magical side effects.
All right, I'll do it.
Yeah. Okay.
And I'll say, to friends and to messing up your games.
All right.
Cheers.
Let me find it. All right, go ahead and roll a D100.
That's just the D10, but with 2 digits, right?
Well, so there's a 100. It looks like this. Yep, that's it. Yeah. So you do that, and then you do a D10.
17.
Does he die? Please tell me he
No,
doesn't die.
it's not. It's
Dying isn't a magical
It's
event.
not anything deadly.
I will disagree.
So you just down the cellar, and you take a nice big old swig of it. And as you go to speak, you notice that when you speak, it's no longer in the common tongue, and you can't even speak Elven or Elvish. It's the sound of like rock and rubble and earth.
Oh my god.
As Levy understands, this is primordial.
What a nice accent.
Am I aware of it, or is that like part of the property that I'm just like still like? Am I aware that I don't make sense to people?
Is he buzzing, basically?
You can hear that the words you're saying are not the normal words that you would speak.
All right, I say
Since
to myself,
I know the cake recipe in Primordial, would I recognize which language he's speaking? since they all played that prank on me.
flour, sugar, or eggs, baby.
Well, I figured the sound of the language. It's kind of like how you can recognize Spanish based off the
Able
sound.
to determine that yes, he is speaking Primordial.
I have no
Okay.
idea what he's saying.
Okay. Everybody looks confused. I look around. Is Levy still playing?
Yep.
Levy is still playing.
Okay, but he hears me.
He could hear you talking, I'm assuming. Yeah, that'll be funny.
I would say in Primordial, who wants to join me? And I would like hold up my empty glass.
I mean, I'm down to drink it if someone wants to grab me one.
I'd fill his glass with ale and then pass the pitcher to Levy. Or
Are you
fill
wanting,
his
are you wanting more Celerin, or are you wanting just ale?
I'll
Me?
take Celerin.
What were you asking everyone for, Element?
I would ask who would want the drink of my people,
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Levy's the only one who understands you, and he.
and he said yes.
One of
Yeah.
those, please.
Okay.
And then I would like go to the whoever brought me the drink, and I would say it in Primordial. Bring our musician friend a drink. Just
Okay. As you're speaking, she is a little uncertain what you're saying, but she kind of gets the gist of
the gestures.
that and take it to him. Okay.
So he sounds like what? Like grinding rocks?
Yeah, it's like this earthy, grindy sound, basically. Okay, Levy. She brings you a small glass, and as you look at it, it's kind of like in the light, like kind of like slightly reddish, bluish hue to it.
So purple.
I don't know my color.
So it's like if you mix yellow and blue together.
You get green. Wow.
Okay, sure. Purple. Purple. There you go. All right, this magical feeling. All right, you down it.
Yeah, I'm gonna down it.
All right, go ahead and roll a d100.
Ooh. That would be a 72.
Okay. As you begin to play, as you drink it, and it burns, and it's kind of like take a breath afterwards. Suddenly, your eyebrows seem to just ignite, and they just continue to burn, and there's this there's this flame as your eyebrows
Oh,
are.
sorry everyone. I get a little hot-headed here.
Both of you go ahead and make Constitution saves as well. I guess Elamir would have the bonus from APOC, but probably not Levy at this point.
17.
17, okay.
That would be a 15.
Okay. You guys seem to be handling your liquor decently. Elamir, it feels good to kind of experience a little bit of home, and for elves the reason Celerin is kind of popular is elves are a bit chaotic, and they enjoy a bit of chaos. That's why Solsamar, if you remember that game, is all about chance. There's really no skill involved. Same thing with this. They enjoy that bit of chaos, the bit of uncertainty, and not having control, and just kind of like letting fate, take the reins for a moment, and kind of letting go and just experiencing what happens. And it feels good to kind of experience it, having been away from home for so long.
I would start drunkenly singing some elvish folklore, but in Primordial.
You can go join Levy on stage with his burning eyebrows.
I think I would more just kind of be like next to strangers, kind of like swaying, just like putting my arm around people who don't know me,
Okay.
groveling all the same.
Like one of those Irish drinking songs.
No one understands a word you're saying, but
They feel the energy.
they feel you're enjoying yourself.
I think I would be hanging out with that group that I was playing with. As I was basically caught trying to lie to a truth, I will be more cautious. I will keep my eyes open on who was it that basically caught my bluff.
It was
The halfling.
Or the halfling. Yeah.
I'll be more cautious of the halfling, be more alert.
But she already went. I mean, yeah. I guess she'd go again. But
No. But I'm saying
fine.
like making sure I'm not like the focus of any attention after that round that I went through.
You trying to get her attention? Is that what you're trying?
No. I'm trying. What I'm trying to do is like make sure that I'm not being the attention anymore.
As you're flying around the room.
No, because I would probably come back down after Levy was done with it.
Did you turn the flying spell off, Levy?
Hell no.
Okay.
I guess I would be enjoying myself then, drinking more.
You can sit down.
I mean,
Yeah,
you
you-
can not fly.
Yeah.
Fly down to the chair.
The spell's
Yes,
still
I fly down to the chair.
I mean, you could like sit in air, hands like this, and just drinking a beer, if you really wanted.
You know
to.
what? You know what? Steel Scar will do that. He'll enjoy this little freedom he has.
Oh, God.
I would tell him in Elvish Primordial that he should enjoy life.
Coming from the guy who's like super uptight.
I know. This is it's opening Levy's eye, or it's not Levy's eyes. Wow, Elamir's eyes, just like you said.
As he says that to me, I don't know what he's saying, but in Dwarvish, I'll just look at him and be like, cheers to you, my friend, and cheers to everyone else here. Anybody who understands will know what I'm saying.
Dwarves and those who can speak Dwarven kind of like lift up their mouth. Ah! Everyone go ahead and except Levy because he's still playing. Go ahead and make Constitution saving throw again.
I would say in Primordial, I don't understand you.
Would you still be cheersing though, because you see everyone else doing it?
Yeah, I could read the room.
13 total.
I also got a 13.
13. What'd you get, Casimir?
What kind of roll is this?
Are you drinking?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and make Constitution saving throw.
15.
15. Okay, Elamir and Steel Scar, you guys are going. You're starting to feel it.
We're
You're,
buzzing.
you're
The boys are buzzing.
You're getting tipsy. You're even Steel Scar as you're floating. You're kind of.
Oh wait, no, I got a 21. I can't count.
Okay, Casimir, you're fine. You've not been drinking as heavily as the rest, so you're doing good. But yeah, Steel Scar and Elamir, you guys are
Instead of flying straight, I'm like sideways.
He's like sideways as he's kind of like wiggling and stuff. But yeah, you guys enjoy the night as people continue playing the game and doing their best to trick others and just enjoy a night of relaxing, enjoying yourselves, letting things go after your attempt to have a nice talk with the bandits that didn't end well.
We tried to be peaceful.
Remember, don't talk to the bandits. Just kill them. It's probably easier.
I would imagine Elamir, kind of like hitting these feelings of home, being uncharacteristically drunker than usual. I'd probably cry and just be like, I love you guys.
Speaking in Primordial.
Yeah.
It lasts for an hour. But yeah. Eventually you can go back to speaking normally. All right. Well, you guys enjoy yourselves for the night. Eventually make yourself way up to your room. Steel Scar, as far as you could tell, didn't seem the halfling was, keeping
or anybody else for that matter. I just don't want to get caught.
You get a little what's the word? You think everyone's out to get you when you're drunk?
Yes.
It's the
I'm
word.
Paranoid.
Paranoid, yes.
Yeah, paranoid.
All right, you guys enjoy yourselves tonight. Make your way up to your room, rest, wake up in the morning. Steel Scar, Elamir, a little hungover, but ready for your day. What would you guys like to do?
I guess.
Probably go report the bandits at the castle and then head out.
I would go with Levy to do that myself too.
You could probably do it on the way out of town because you have to go through the castle to get out across the bridge.
Yeah, that works.
I guess I would head downstairs and I'll make sure we get some breakfast. Take care of unless it was taking care of the tab on our room.
Okay.
What's for breakfast?
Seems to be some eggs and sausages and biscuits.
16 silver, right?
Classic.
What was that?
16 silver.
It was 16 silver for the rooms, yes. For the breakfast as well, total rounds out to about... and the drinks for Levy were free, just so you guys know. So
Just for
rounds
Levy.
up to about 25 silver for everything at the end of.
All right, I got it all down then.
Okay. You guys eat your breakfast. Head out to get your carriage and your horses, and you can make your way out of town.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you guys make your way to the castle. Okay.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
All right. So you
yeah.
head to Ervst Castle. And basically, as you approach it, you see that there's like this. It's not a moat, but it is water. It is for all intents and purposes, a moat between the village and this town. As you guys cross this large bridge into the town, you can see there's lots of guards watching, just because people have to kind of pass through. They're kind of keeping an eye on everything.
It's a DUI checkpoint.
You just want to stop and mention it to one of the guards.
Yeah.
I guess we would ask who the head guard in charge is here.
Okay. So you want to speak to the captain of the guard, basically.
Yeah, I'll let them know.
Okay. They're like, oh yeah, so you can speak with Mattis if you'd like.
Mattis. Like, yeah, well, so I guess we would look for Mattis, and
I'm like, what do you need to speak to Mattis about?
I'll let Levy take over. He's more charismatic.
Yeah, so just wanted to let them know that we took care of some bandits on the road up here, and just wanted to make sure that you guys knew what was going on.
He's like, where were the bandits?
On the road between here and Esserim.
Close to the forest, by the mountain range.
It's like, oh, do you, there was a bounty out for some bandits there. Do you know who it was? And do you have
Wolfskins.
Do you have any proof of,
Looks like the wolfskin bandits, I believe. Steel Scar, don't you have that sword still?
I pull out the sword and we got this sword from them.
He kind of looks like, let me get Mattis real quick, and then you see as he kind of walks away, and eventually comes back with this kind of middle-aged man, bald head, has kind of a goatee, and he approaches and is like, I heard that you, I'm told that you took care of the wolfskin bandits.
Yeah.
We don't. Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, definitely. We took care of them. So we were coming along the road, see, and there was a tree blocking our path. So we noticed that there was a downed carriage as well, and we followed the trail from there into their camp, and ended up taking out their camp and freed the captives that they had there. The captives were some merchants that went back to Esserim.
They were. What did they? At the end, they said they were from the Tailors Guild. Yeah, they were from the Tailors Guild.
Yes. He's like, well, I don't know anything about merchants. It sounds like you did a good deed, but yes, there was a bounty out for the wolfskins, and he kind of reaches for the sword for a second just to look.
Oh yeah, I hand it over.
Careful, it's cursed.
He looks it over and is like, yes, this did belong to the wolfskins leader, and he kind of hands it back to you and says, well, I can give you the reward for the bounty, and then you can be on your way.
Excellent.
Fantastic.
All right, and he's just give me one moment. Just follow me, and you guys follow him into the castle to see.
I guess we would tell him the exact location where the bodies are at, where we slayed them.
Okay. And he leads you guys to a building. He walks in, comes back up with a small sack of gold, and hands it to you. It's 150 gold pieces for the.
Thank you very much. Do you want me to throw it in the party fund?
Yes, please.
Yes.
For the party fund.
Yeah.
Gonna throw a big party.
There you go. For the party fund. Party fund.
We are now at 1,110 gold in the party fund.
Party's gonna be bitching.
Levy, do we have more money in the party fund than you have on you right now?
Almost.
Almost.
All right. That's all you guys.
Yep,
have
that's
to
it.
do?
Yeah.
Well, a good day.
Yeah, that was it.
Okay.
Look around, make sure we're not being followed. Steel Scar's still a little paranoid.
You can make a perception check if you'd like. I'm gonna give you disadvantage though, because you're a little hungover.
Are you kidding me? That was the natural 20.
Disadvantage.
Can I be helping him though? Because also kind of looking out since of what happened in Esserum.
You can make a.
I'll just give him advantage. So
Just the 20. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, because I literally rolled the 8 on my second roll.
Yeah, looking around, it doesn't seem like anyone's following you guys, as far as you can tell.
Okay,
It's fine.
perfect.
Okay. All right, so you guys cross the bridge over the river.
On the road again.
On the road again, as you guys leave Ervst behind and your fun and games.
What is our are we still doing the same thing where I'm driving, Casimir's with me, Levy's hiding in the trunk?
I'm gonna be bathing on the roof.
You got the
today.
little like reflector thing.
Yeah.
Is your owl? Where's your owl? Is your owl following you?
Yeah, my owl's following me up high in the clouds. Well, underneath the cloud level, just barely.
All right. It is a little overcast today. It's kind of windy. As you guys are heading across the bridge, what were you gonna say, Elamir?
I was gonna say, Elamir is going to be sitting in the carriage this time.
Okay.
He's reflecting upon his family and everything. He learned a little bit about himself with the help of some elven magic.
All right.
He's introspective today.
All right.
So I guess we have 2 horses pulling and 2 horses tied in the back.
Yes, so it sounds like.
My horse is trained. He can come.
Oh my.
Grazing?
Long.
He follows with little instruction.
There you go. All right, so you guys make your way across the bridge, continuing westward. To Hilltopple is your next stop.
Is there?
The sky above you again is kind of overcast, kind of windy. As you guys travel, you see the vast open vistas of the abundant plain, and you understand why it got its name. You see lots of large, flat farmland, almost as far as the eye can see. As the wind blows over the plains, you can see the crops moving in the grass like an ocean. To the south, you can see Mount Sarznan just sitting like this, just this ominous mountain in the midst of this plain. Let's see. So you can see it in the distance. Having heard the tale of Anon and Gritmaw, you understand how horrifying it might be to live, under the shadow, like within eyesight of this mountain, knowing that just some monster could be, fly out at any moment. Do you guys continue for the rest of the day? Was there anything anyone wanted to do this day?
I'd be driving, so I'd be the one on the lookout forward.
Okay.
I'd have Volley just exploring around us, so she'd just be off doing whatever.
Okay.
And I'm guessing Levy's owl is doing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oliver things.
Oliver.
Owl.
I'd be chatting with Steel Scar and Dorvish just as more practice.
Okay.
Sure.
How
If
far to
he'll
Hilltopple?
acquiesce.
2 days.
2 days. Okay.
So yeah, I'll tell you guys. Okay. So you guys continue for the rest of the day. Find a spot to camp for the night. Standard procedure when you guys are camping. Was there anything you guys wanted to do
Make
that
my
night?
tiny hut.
Yeah.
Other than that, no.
All right. Okay. So you make your tiny hut. You guys rest for the night. Pick up the next day. Next day, it's a little overcast, less windy. As you guys continue onward toward Hilltopple. Eventually, far in the distance, ahead of you guys as you're traveling, you see what looks like a large hill rising among the plains. And as you get closer, you can see a wall around the base of the hill. What looks like buildings built into the sides of the hill. You still have a ways to travel, but just because the plains are kind of flat and this hill stands out, you can see a lot of it. But this is the town of Hilltopple. As you guys are getting closer, it's not as late as when you arrived into Ervst, but it is certainly the afternoon. It's a few more hours and the sun will be going down.
All right, we made it.
If you guys want to roll a history check see if you know anything about Hilltopple, you're welcome to.
Hell yeah.
Because I live close to this area, don't I?
Yep.
I got an
Kind
8.
Wow.
Got a
Eight.
4.
I got a 16.
My metal dice are not rolling well today, by the way.
They're
All right.
girth.
What did everyone?
I don't know anything.
Sounds like the only one who got anything was Elamir, maybe?
I got
Steel
a 4.
Scar. 16.
16 was
Oh.
Steel Scar. Okay.
I got a 5.
Because I can pretty much say I've been back and forth here multiple times as a youth.
Okay. Yeah, so you know that the town Hilltopple is different among some of the other towns in the area in that it is primarily a halfling town. So it run by halflings. Lots of halflings live there. Obviously, people pass through, and it's not just halflings, and other people are welcome, but it is, originally a halfling settlement. So you guys, let's see. Yeah, so it's run by a family named the Hilltopples. Yeah, they run the town. They've run it for many generations, way back, because it's called Hilltopple after them. So let me just catch up where I am.
And the map of Hilltopple, please.
Oh, yeah.
If you have it.
Old if you
I do.
assume.
Yeah, what's wrong with you? Makes you think I have a map of Hilltopple.
I said if
There
you
it
do.
is.
See, he does have a map. I like these maps.
Love them.
You should do maps like this.
Oh man, we should
If you can.
battle maps like this. That would be fun.
Yeah.
Over the top-down ones?
Yeah.
Be very
Yeah,
tactical.
maybe. Okay, so you guys enter the town of Hilltopple. Some of the other towns you've seen. So basically, this town looks a little odd in that you can tell it certainly was a halfling town, but it seems that there has been some modifications to ensure that it is up to the proper defensive things. Like the wall looks different than the rest of it, and just generally because halflings, they're not a warring race of people, but because they're in the Abundant Plain and just part of the kingdoms in the area, they have been provided the protection that they need, and because Hilltopple is a decent stopping place, and the like you guys are stopping here, so a lot of people stop there, so they obviously want to ensure it's protected. But you guys enter in the gates. Again, you notice the town is different. The lots of halflings walking around. You see the houses seem to be like built in. So like basically in the middle of the town is this very big hill, and at the top you can see there is a house there, and you assume that's probably where, right, the Hilltopples, people around the town live. But you see like in the hillside, you see like lots of houses built into the sides, kind of near more of the walls, not so much. Most of those are kind of like freestanding structures. But it definitely looks like, has a lot of halfling traits to this town. A lot different from a lot of the towns that you've been through. Again, lots of halflings walking around. Hold on, I need to turn on the halfling music. Where is it? I think this is it. But I have to turn off my other music. Where is it? There we go. Yeah, you can see people walking through the towns. They're carrying carts. They're moving things. There's some vendors selling things. You guys come in from the east gate here as you're walking. You're traveling, and you guys want to. It's still like, if you had to guess, like it's probably about 4-ish o'clock or so. So it's not dark yet. You guys still have time to do stuff if you'd like. What would you guys like to do?
Could always check the general store for shopping list items if there's anything on Casimir's giant list of
Always.
shopping.
Always stuff on the shopping list.
Always.
Though it was awesome getting to knock out a large amount of the basic list, to be perfectly honest.
I would like to
let
get
them know.
another bag of holding if I could.
Yeah, I would like to get a bag of holding as well. That's actually probably my number one shopping item at this point.
You're not certain you could find one at a general store, but you could certainly check.
Yeah, I'll ask around.
Kind of a
Other than
special-
that, I'd like to track down some willow shade oil.
Okay.
While they do that, I'm gonna head with all the horses and the carriage to the stables and drop that off.
Okay.
I can help Stillscar with that.
Okay. As you guys take the stable there, and Elamir and Casimir, you guys start to walk away, you do notice there's like a small crowd of people gathered
That was Levy and Casimir.
What did I mix the names
You
up?
said Elamir, yeah. Elamir's with me.
My bad. You guys do notice that there's a kind of a crowd of people gathered, and Casimir and I just noticed you both have Mir at the end of your name. I don't know how I just noticed that. Casimir and Levy, you guys notice, you see like this small platform, and this crowd is kind of like watching this figure up on top. And you notice that it's kind of this halfling. He's wearing like these robes. He's waving his hands in the air, and you can tell he's casting some sort of spells and kind of seeming like he's entertaining this group of people. You can see like some halfling children there as they're laughing and gazing at the magician as he's doing the tricks. Summoning some things. Eventually, he calls for a volunteer and picks a small little halfling girl child as she comes up and. Everyone claps. It's like, yeah. As he begins to cast the spell on her, she begins to float and levitate in the air. And the crowd's kind of having a good time. The girl's like, just laughing to herself as she's floating through the air. And he kind of like pushes her around and moves her around. And crowd cheers, entertained by the trick. And then, he ends the spell and she goes down. And we're just like, thank you everyone for your kindness. Remember, my name is Elbert the Extraordinary. And now for my final trick. Prepare to be amazed. And he pulls out this scroll and begins reading this incantation. This crowd waits in wonder and ready to be amazed. As he finishes reading the spell, suddenly you see a portal kind of open up on stage, and it's kind of black and kind of like greenish portal. As the crowd just kind of like lets out as they're watching, waiting to see what happens next. As suddenly you see these large creatures, 3 kind of ape-like creatures kind of come out of the portal, kind of on their knuckles as they kind of like look around at the crowd as the portal collapses behind them. And everyone just kind of stares for a moment as the creatures just go as these Casimir, you immediately recognize these as demonic beings with your sight as they roar at the crowd, as the children and the people begin to scream and run away as the creatures seem to prepare to attack the crowd.
Oh, come on.
Protect the crowd.
Yeah, I'd get in front of the crowd as fast as I possibly could.
Let's go ahead and roll.
Is the portal still there?
No, it closed.
Okay.
I would draw my wand if able as well.
Okay, give me 1 second. I'm trying to find this.
For sure, it's attacking and not like just frightening. Like harm is happening.
So when that was happening, Steel Scar and Elamir, you're a little distracted. You're gonna start with the horses.
Yeah, we're not there.
Well, you're not far, but you would do stuff with the horses.
Would we have heard like the screams of the people where we were at though?
We probably would have heard the screams of the people.
Okay.
A demon roar might have gotten your attention.
Yeah. You did notice when he was casting the spell and the portal opened, the wizard kind of like looked at it odd, and then when the creatures came out, you did hear him say, "Well, that isn't supposed to happen," as they kind of shouted.
Okay. Thank you. Good to know.
So, yes.
So
right.
we can confirm that the magician is innocent.
Innocent or just
incompetent.
Incompetent, yeah.
So,
Or good actor.
I will say, Casimir and Levy, you guys can go ahead and roll with advantage on your initiative, just because you were. Actually, no, I'll have Steel Scar and Elamir roll with disadvantage because you were distracted.
Makes sense.
Makes sense.
Okay.
Roll.
And then Levy, don't forget you get a bonus from my aura.
What is
to
it?
Your advantage. I think it's a +3. I keep forgetting. It's Aura of Sentinel. You get +3 to your initiative roll for being near me.
Hell yes.
Just if you hold
So
hand,
I will
even bigger.
get. Ooh, I actually got good on initiative. Hell yeah! Celebration.
Me too, man.
13 + 4 + 3. I got a 20. Hell yeah! I think that's the best I've ever gotten.
All right, what'd you get, Levy?
24.
Nice, man.
All right, Elamir, what'd you get?
23.
20. Wow, everyone's rolling well. What'd you get, Steel Scar?
4.
Oh, okay. There it is.
He was handling the horses. It's fine.
I rolled a 3 and a 2.
I rolled a 20 and a 17.
So yeah, you see that these big, large creatures. They've kind of got like this red skin, or not, sorry, red fur covering their bodies. There's kind of like these big tusks coming up from the bottom of their mouths. Levy, you're up first.
I'm gonna cast Polymorph on one of them.
Okay. Give me 1 second to bring up their stats. Have it up. Okay, there's 3. Was there left, middle, right? Don't care.
Let's cast it on the right one.
Okay. Let me.
The rightmost one. I'm gonna turn it into. I want to turn it into a sloth.
Okay.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay, what is your spell save DC?
16 wisdom.
16 wisdom. I'm just reading all the stuff since I screwed up last time, making sure I pay attention. All right, so that. Okay. So he has to make a 16 with saving throw. All right. All right, he rolled an 11. So he is polymorphed, right? Making sure he doesn't have like resistance to magical stuff. Okay. Yes, he is polymorphed into a sloth. You said?
I said sloth. Do they have?
You-
Is sloth a
It can be a sloth.
considered a beat? Yeah.
Left, middle, or right one? Which one
The
did you
right
say?
one. The rightmost one.
Okay.
So sloth has an AC of an 11 with 5 HP.
I'll write it down. Okay. You guys watch as the rightmost one just turns into a sloth.
And then I'm going to give Bardic Inspiration to Casimir.
Okay.
Brilliant.
That's a
And the bonus
D8
from that is
for you.
what? D8. Awesome. Thank you, buddy.
Mhm.
Read my mind.
All right. Next up is Elamir.
So I'm like a ways off,
So I'd say.
but attentive.
So I'd say you definitely heard the roar. You've heard the crowd. I'd say from where you're standing, you can certainly see where the commotion's coming from. That there seems to be a problem up there. And go ahead and roll a perception check to see what exactly you can see.
Not good. 8.
8. Okay, you can't quite make out what exactly the problem is. You know, it's like some beast or monster based off what you heard. I'd say Casimir and Levy are probably about 20, 30 feet. You guys were walking by the crowd as this was happening. I'd say Steel Scar and Elamir are closer, like probably about 100 feet away from where you were trying to find a stable for the horses.
Yeah, we're at the stables, basically.
So Elamir, you can't quite see exactly what the problem is, but you know there's a problem.
Okay, then it'd probably make sense just to use my dash to get there, basically.
All right, so yeah, that'll be just your speed 30.
35.
Okay, so you're able to run, 70. So I'd say, as you're running closer, you can definitely see what's going on. You can see these large creatures. You only see 2 of them, but they're large and they're just roaring as they look like they're getting ready to attack this crowd.
Okay, I'll use that as my action, but then I will use our secret spy communication devices to ask our friends what's going on.
I
Demons
would
through a
instantly
portal.
respond. Blue demons from a portal.
I
They're
guess he
actually
would
more red than blue, but yeah.
But everything looks blue to me if they're a demon.
Oh, that's true.
So he's technically not wrong.
It's right.
This is how Casimir writes the I'm Blue song.
Everything is blue.
Everything is black and blue. The world's full of bruises.
All right.
Yep, so that's me.
Okay, that's Elamir's turn. As you've moved up closer, next up is going to be Casimir.
Okay, so they look like they're about the 2 that are not sloths look like they're about to attack the crowd, correct?
That's a sloth.
One's a sloth, 2 are not,
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
and the 2 that are not look like they're gonna attack the crowd.
They look menacingly at the crowd, as far as you can tell with your vision. You're assuming
Okay.
that they're demons and innocent people. So
Are they still up on the stage or against?
they're up on
Or
the stage.
okay, then I don't want to make any runoff. I'm gonna cast Compelled Duel on one of them, so they'll have to do a Wisdom save.
Okay.
I believe.
So
Attempt-
left
one
or
creature
middle, because right is currently a sloth.
left.
It was a cock dice. Let me go. What is it? It's a wisdom.
Wisdom save of 15, and if it gets above a 15, I will use a luck to force a reroll.
He failed.
Or if it gets a 15 or up. Okay.
Doing the rolls. Okay, so you failed.
Okay.
So, which one did you say? The left or the middle?
Left one. So on a
In that
so on a
forces
fail,
him basically to attack you. He can't attack anyone else.
it's drawn to me, so it's compelled by the divine command. So for duration, it'll have disadvantage on attack rolls against anything other than me. So it'll be like compelled to make me its target.
Okay.
So it can
You
still attack others.
Say anything at it as you cast this? You just cast it.
I just yell at it. Come over here, you ugly blue bastard.
Okay. You guys hear Casimir yells this at the creature as it kind of like looks at you.
So that'll
Ready.
be my bonus, and then I'd like to use my movement to get into range if I'm close enough, and my standard to attack.
What did it cost to cast a spell? Was it bonus action?
A bonus action.
Oh, okay. All right.
Concentration up to 1 minute.
Okay, you're able to run up on stage and try and attack this. So what do you want to do with it? You gonna make an attack?
Yes, please.
Do you get anything from the attacking it, or just he gets things if he does not attack you? Or
I
you
will double
get
check.
penalty?
It'll have disadvantage on things other than me and must make a wisdom saving throw if it tries to move to a space that's more than 30 feet away.
Okay.
If it succeeds on the saving throw, the spell doesn't restrict the target's movement for that turn, so it cannot end the spell. Spell ends if I attack any other creature.
Okay. So as
If
long
I
as you guys-
cast a
you're
spell at
attacking
target
him,
a hostile
okay.
creature. Oh, if a creature friendly to me damages the target or casts a harmful spell on it, or if I move too far away, the spell will end. So I or my allies can cause the spell to end.
Okay. All right.
Okay. So I will attack. That'll be a nat 20 and a
let's
nat
go.
20. Woo! Dude!
20. Oh god, the stars have aligned because
Oh, that's awesome.
That has never
So
happened.
Never. Oh my
you.
gosh.
For
Yeah,
you.
where's camera? I'm
Crits.
fucking snapshotting that because
time to use divine smite.
yes, I am gonna be divine smiting the
And also,
hell.
since they're demons, they're demonic creatures, I think you get a bonus damage.
I do get a bonus thanks to the less corrupted Axe of Lightbearer, so Lux Barak.
No,
That's
you get
how
It's
you
part of
get
a
bonus
paladin
bonus.
trait too.
Oh, it's
You
just
get a
part of the
bonus
paladin trait? Okay.
If you're using divine smite and it's like a demon or a devil or it's like a demonic entity, then you do like an extra D8 damage.
Mhm.
And then you also
Okay.
get the bonus damage for the axe.
People are going to start pilgrimaging to this place because of the holy act you're about to commit.
Just
Yeah.
blah, little rent in the ground of holy energy.
Just consecrates the
Um,
ground, and it's just like, ah.
Because I'll be dealing straight hit damage, the divine smite damage. Each of the divine smites will have an extra 1d4 radiant because of the axe's properties. I still need to update spells because I forgot that I had the whole light cantrip thing. So whoops. And then I'm trying to find divine smite. There it is. Sorry, second level. 2d8 for first level spell slot. So, and
That
then an
also
extra
doubles.
1d8 for each higher.
And then
And
you
then
get
increases
another.
by 1d8 if
yeah.
it's undead or fiend.
Don't all those double before his bonuses?
Mm-hmm. They do.
All the dice that he's rolling get doubled,
All
right?
dice, all dice get doubled.
Oh my gosh.
Before bonuses.
And so what things would be considered bonuses? Just make sure I'm doing my
your
math
plus,
right.
Like when you hit, like, you know how when you hit you do like a 1d6 plus 3 damage. That plus 3 is bonus.
It's gonna be your strength. So you're
Your
gonna
strength.
you're doubling all your dice rolls. So
Double the die, not the plus.
The dice
Yeah.
for your weapon, the dice for the smite, and then the bonus that you get from Lugbarak if it's giving you a bonus. I think it gives you like a 1d4 radiant or
1d4.
something.
That's also double because you're rolling a dice.
So any dice get doubled.
Okay, so I roll 2 1d8s for each of the 2 axe strikes. I'll do that really quick.
Mhm.
That'll be a 4 and a 1. So 4 and 1 become 8 and 2. And then I'll roll the d4s for Luxbarak's thingamajig. I'm missing a d4. There it is.
He's about to do high damage for the first time in his career.
I know. Okay, so that's
He's
a
about to end
3
this
and
man's
a
whole
1.
career.
So that'll be
yes.
a +6 and a +2. So that takes care of the weapon roll, the Luxbarak roll, and then each
What about
of
your
those will
Divine
have...
Smite?
Yeah, and that's what I'll be doing next. And then at the end, each of those will have the +4 as the bonus. Divine Smite, I think I'll drop... Where's my spell slots?
Look at him just sitting there. How much damage do I?
I know.
Yeah, he's like,
That's
how
the
much
best part.
damage do I?
I'm so excited. It's like,
The best part about Paladin
You know
is
what?
to choose which spell slot you're using, like after you.
yeah.
hit it.
It's like, oh, I'm popping off. Well, let's really pop off.
Yep.
If I were you, I would enjoy this round. And just whatever you can, seriously, just do it.
I know. So one thing I don't understand is when it talks about Divine Smite, it says the damage increases by 1d8 if it's an undead or fiend to a maximum of... Oh, never mind. Just answered my own question. That's on top of... So, okay, it's d8s on top of the d8s from the spell slot itself. Then I'm going to do a level 1 spell slot for each of those. So that'll be 2d8 plus 2d8 plus 1d8 plus 1d8. That's a lot of die.
That is a lot of that.
I need more d8s, damn it.
How much damage, man? I'm letting
He's
you know.
rolling 10d8.
So
10d8.
But this is to attacks, right?
Wait, how are you
Yes.
doing 10d8? What
Uh,
spell are you using?
or first, how many spell slots am I allowed to burn?
It's one. It's one spell slot. Yeah.
One spell slot. Okay, that was one thing.
Spell.
Obviously, I haven't used this up enough. Okay, so it'll be a second level spell slot. So that is a...
Right.
Yep, so that was
Plus
a
extra
4.
D8 gets the demon. So you're doing 48.
Per attack.
Yes,
Yes. If you're using second level spell slot each time.
yes.
Alright, so go ahead and roll 48.
Okay, so I did the first 2d8, that was a 4 and a 2. And then I need to do another one, that's a 5 and an 8. Hell yeah.
Then double those. Or total it and then multiply by 2.
Oh, I do? Okay, I did
That's
not know those doubles in turn. Oh my gosh.
That's
Okay,
why
then I'll do the last
so good at
d8s
knowing.
because of...
Crit, you divine smite, and you get to double the divine smite damage.
Okay, I had no idea Divine Smite got doubled. That's
Yeah.
insane. Okay, so I did the 2d8 plus the 1d8 from whatchamacallit, from the Divine Smite boost from Paladin. So that is a lot of numbers. 4, 5, 2, 5, 8.
And now we all have our PhD in math as well.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to just give you the total.
Alright, where's
So-
the total?
Should probably be for
Smite.
each attack, just in case you kill one of them in one hit.
Okay,
Yeah.
so the rough divided by 2 is 38. The total is 76.
Okay. How do you want to kill this demon?
I am going to grab it and then just take my axe and just smash it through its face.
Oof.
With the
Brutal.
the tip of the top of the axe just right there, or you're smashing the axe blade into its face.
The axe blade just outraged at it threatening these innocents
Like first
on
attack.
such a beautiful day.
Just charge up at this creature with your axe, boom, just smash her eyes in the face as the creature lets out.
And all you see from far away is a beam of light coming up.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
the eyes open and just,
And then with just rage, if the other one is close enough, I'm going to turn and just backhand swing at it.
all right. So you just crack the one in the face and then turn around, backhand swing it. Is it just like the slow mo where like a tooth flies out of his mouth, but it's more his face, just as it just kind of falls through.
Just purge the demons.
Since he's hitting
Alright.
with like holy damage, do demons like disappear like that if they're
They
getting
disintegrate?
killed? Like disintegrate?
I do actually think when you guys fought demons previously, their bodies disappeared.
They did, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, as he falls to the ground, his body, kind of like in Skyrim, remember when you kill the dragons, they kind of like
Mhm.
Mm.
whisper away. There you go.
That's
Beautiful.
It's like this sickly green colors. They're fading away. All right, so you got
Alright.
one left and one that's a sloth. As Casimir turns and looks, the other one just.
Would I've been able to split attacks, so 1
No.
and 1? Nope, just
Oh,
double up.
Were you trying to kill the one? Because all that damage would kill the one.
Oh, then I will kill the
Yeah.
one.
Okay, that's what I figured.
Yeah.
All right.
The other one, he's scared.
He sees his friend's face just getting carved in half as he falls down dead. And the other
The
one's
other one's
sloth.
just a
So
And I haven't even abjured extraplanar yet.
he's like this was a mistake.
Okay, well, I'll roar at the other one for good measure.
Can you thaumaturgy the Doom soundtrack?
Oh, God.
Yeah, this is not the right music. We need some heavy metal here.
Good lord. Okay.
I'm just gonna look at Casimir and just be like, "Holy shit! I do not want to piss this guy off."
All right. So behind the stage is kind of like a small hill, and you watch as this excuse me, small halfling comes running and like leaps off this hill and tries to land on the creature's back, the one that's remaining, as it's staring in disbelief at Casimir just destroying his ally. So small halfling leaps off and just kind of like shouts, "Ah!" as she flies down and lands on like this creature's back as it kind of like looks up, and she just starts pounding the back of its head. So I'm gonna go ahead and have her make attacks. See. All right, first one's gonna hit. Yep. Second one's gonna miss. Third one's gonna miss. Okay, she just starts going boom, boom, trying to hit this creature and just landing punches on it. So let's do damage.
Is this a halfling monk?
I mean, it's a small halfling has just leapt onto the
It's
back of the creature.
Punching.
Is just punching it. Hold on, let me remove this guy since you killed him. All right, it's just too
Wait,
loud.
we have a battle map?
No.
Nope.
Oh.
No, I haven't. I'm running an encounter here. You're like, well, I'm not looking. We're looking at the right thing.
Mine's
Okay.
theaters.
All right.
Yeah. It's because you said let me remove this enemy. So I'm like, wait. Did everybody get transported and not me?
Yeah, you're
You
actually
got
not
left
in this
behind.
fight.
All right, so yeah, you watch as she just kind of like is shouting. Ah, boom. She just punches the demon once, punches the demon again, and she's going to try and do.
Stunning strike.
Let's see. Unfortunately, it looks like as she goes, you watch as her fist kind of like lights up with this kind of energy. She punches it, but the creature seems to be able to resist it, as she is still standing, like sitting on its back. Let's see. And she's going to stay right there. Next up is... so as this is all happening, you see some guards kind of taking notice of what's happening, and they kind of draw their bows and kind of start taking shots at these creatures.
Don't shoot
right.
the sloth yet.
First one's going to miss. Second one's going to miss. Oh, God. All right. Fourth one's going to hit. All right. As these halfling guards pull back their arrows, take shots. All right, as one of the arrows kind of hits the creature as it's looking back at the halfling, who's kind of just like on its back as it's like. Next up is would have been the demon that died, but he's dead. All right, so the one who has the halfling on his back, he is going to, let's see. What does he want to do? Sorry, I'm reading this stuff. Okay, he has the halfling on his back. He has you directly in front of him, Casimir. He is going to recklessly attack you, Casimir. So he just kind of like pounded as he just goes to make an attack against you. He's going to have advantage on his attacks.
Ooh. I will yell at it.
What is your AC, just so I can...
18.
18. Okay, so the first one's gonna be a 21, so it's gonna hit.
I'm gonna cutting
That's a
words
hit
it.
for sure.
I want to cutting words that attack.
Okay, go ahead and cutting words it.
That would be a -4.
Okay, so the first one's gonna miss.
I'm gonna
Hey,
be like,
let's
"Hey,
go.
big ugly!"
All right, he goes to swing and gets distracted momentarily. Second one is natural 20.
Ooh.
That's a hit. And this
that
is why I would
one's gonna hit.
love to buy some adamantium plate.
So the first attack was a bite. This one was a fist, and then the other one's a fist that's coming in hot. Oh, and he rolled terribly. I wanted it to. Okay.
But you got a natural 20. You better roll good. Make it count.
Yeah, I know, man. Where's my D10? I always feel like the D10's the dice that I never have prepared.
Well, you can buy assault weapons in California now.
Oh boy.
Oh man! All right, you're gonna take 24 points of damage as he just touches you with his fist. As he hits you, and then he is going to charge forward and leap off of the platform, so you can make an attack against him if you want.
I would love to.
Okay.
So one swing. That's a nope.
Okay.
I rolled a 3, so that's like a +7 for 10.
All right, I'm gonna have the halfling see if she can stay on his back as he's leaping through the air. She stays on his back. She's like,
Is that a
holding on.
save for her?
Yes.
She gets a +4 then if she is
All
considered
right. She was
friendly.
good before, so she's still good. She seems friendly as far as you can tell. So she's like holding onto this creature's furs. It's like, she's like, whoa!
I mean,
As
she's
it,
not punching you in the head.
Yeah.
It lands
Yeah.
on the ground as the crowd has begun to disperse. It kind of like looks around. Next up is Steel Scar. The other one does not get a save, right, on the polymorph?
Nope. He is polymorphed until I lose concentration or an hour,
All right.
or it dies.
All right.
But if it dies, then it transforms back into the demon. So
Steel Scar, you're up.
All right. Well, I was as this was happening,
Yeah,
I
you're
technically
about 100 feet away, so you...
Yeah. So I would kind of try to see what's going on with the situation since I'm technically far away. All I know, as far as I know, wait, the ring, does that communicate to all of us simultaneously or to one?
Yeah, it's all of you.
Okay, then I would have an idea what's going on. From where I'm at, you say I'm about 100 feet away.
Yeah, you saw like the creature leap off the and land on the
Okay.
ground, so you're aware of what's going on. Yeah, but you're kind of
So I would look at whoever the stable guy is, like, go take cover. We can talk money details in a bit. I'll be right back. And then I would start moving 30 feet towards that direction.
okay.
And what I would do is I would fire a crossbow bolt.
What kind? So you're about 100 feet from where it is. You ran.
Well,
30,
I moved 30 feet. Yeah, it says 30 to 120, my range.
Now you're 60 feet from where.
No, my cross. Okay, but
You're gonna have disadvantage. Are you attacking with a hand crossbow? Is that what it is?
yeah, the one that I have.
All right, it's gonna be disadvantage because it's outside the main range.
Well, it's gonna be even because you attack recklessly, right? So with that,
That's true. Yeah.
So I'll just do a normal shot.
Okay. With your little hand crossbow.
Yeah, my little pew, because that's all I really have at this range.
wait, does
like
he attack
javelin.
recklessly? Doesn't that mean Casimir should have gotten advantage on his
You would have
opportunity
advantage.
attack?
Because he attacked after Casimir. On his
No,
next
no,
turn,
he
he would
would-
have advantage.
No, Casimir would have had advantage.
On my AOP?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Dagger Archer.
Oh, okay. May I re-roll or shall I hold off?
We're gonna skip it right now.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
We've cheated Scott's rules enough.
Yeah.
Oh,
I will have to pay better attention.
He can.
Yeah.
We can graciously
slide.
give up that one.
I rolled
Yes.
I did roll a 10 total on my attack, so I probably missed.
It just flies.
You've killed 4 locals.
There you
Oh,
go.
God.
It's just too
Don't
far
hit the
outside
gnome.
range as the crossbow bolt kind of goes wide. We're back to the top of the levy. Oh, did you want to do anything else?
Could I action surge and fire again?
If you would like to do that, yeah.
You
Is
wanna
there? I
kill
can
more
technically say
halfling.
just as
Well,
So
hold on, you have 2 more. You have another attack.
no. Oh yeah, I do have 2 attacks.
Yeah, you can make another attack.
I can
But
technically
isn't
fire
that the-
again, right?
A crossbow's firing more than once, isn't that the issue?
No,
Oh yeah,
he has a free hand. He can,
Okay.
yeah. I do have a no. Last time because I had my sword drawn out. That was right.
Yeah.
So I have a free hand right now.
remember.
So I'll fire again. I'm not using action surge. Fire again.
single.
Oh yeah, single roll. 15 plus 6, 21 to hit.
That's a hit. All right, go ahead and roll damage.
1d6 plus 3. So 4 plus 3, 7 damage.
Okay.
I will roll again using my action surge.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
That
Still
is
back there.
so 22 to hit on that one.
That's a hit.
Another 7 damage. I rolled 2 4s, so 4. So 14 damage total from Steel Scar there.
Okay.
And
You get another attack. You
Why?
attack twice. You action surged.
You get to attack twice again.
again.
Oh, that's right. I do get one more. Shit.
That's awesome.
Another 22.
My gosh. Right.
Dude, I rolled
You roll
15,
7.
16,
You roll
16.
7 again for damage.
Well
No.
done.
I rolled 12 damage on this one. 6 plus 6. No, 6 plus 3, 9. Sorry, 9 damage on this one. So 14 to 23 damage total.
Okay. All right. He's still up as you. Pew pew pew. Are you rolling 2d6 or 1d6 on this?
1d6.
Okay.
It's a 1d6 die for this one.
Okay. See, you just cross or steel.
That's all- that's
You'll
three
just
attacks,
cross
though.
real quick and shooting this thing. All right. We're at the top with Levy. What would you like
I'm gonna give him the age-old Eldritch Blast.
to do? Okay.
God, it's been so long since I've done this. What's my modifier? Plus 8, so that would be a 19 and a 20,
Both are hits.
and then that is 5 damage and 8 damage, so 13 total. And
All right.
then
He's looking hurt. He's still alive.
is who's next? Elamir, or is it?
Elamir's next. Yeah.
Then is he within like say 60 feet of me, so that I could inspire him?
Yeah, he ran up. He
Okay.
dashed just quickly.
Then, yeah,
So
I will
I'm there.
give him Bardic Inspiration as well.
Okay.
So that's a D8 if you need it.
Thanks.
All right. You're up next, Elamir.
All right. So they told me the portals. Do I
Portal.
see
What they said.
about the portals? Do I see the magician that caused this, or is he kind of bailed?
You can make a perception check. Just quick glance, see if you can see him.
So that counts as an action, or is it free?
No, I'd say it's free.
I got it at 14.
It looks like he's kind of like hiding
Okay.
as it's going down.
We'll just deal with the threat, and then maybe the sloth we can send back via portal. But I will just shoot the one left that's not a sloth.
Okay.
No sharpshooter. Oh, that's a good thing, because I rolled a 3. But I get a plus 11, so that's 14.
That is not quite enough to hit.
Plus a d8 for inspiration.
Oh, there you go.
He said plus a d8 from his making
Um,
him use everything.
18.
Hey.
That is a hit, yes.
Wow. I wasn't worried about that at all.
He's like, damn it, Scott, you made me use everything.
15 damage.
15 damage. All right, so you, as you pull back, take the shot. As the halfling kind of like is pulling on its fur, it kind of like looks up and you hit it right in the throat. It's like, just falls down as the halfling kind of rolls off of it, and then kind of like gets ready to move. At this point, you guys have kind of taken care of them but you have the one that's a sloth. So
We're halfway in combat.
Can we just say we surrounded and then that shit when Levy drops the spell, boom, 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 dead.
I mean, yeah, sure.
That's an option. I was going to suggest we ask the portal maker what happened, what he intended to do, and what he thinks might have happened.
So at this point, we'll say we're kind of out of combat since you guys are.
Can we grapple the sloth?
You can pick it up. I mean, as long as you're not harming it. So yeah, at this point, we'll say that you're essentially out of combat, but
At the
we know
moment.
at the moment, there's still one that until you do something to it, it's stuck like that for an hour. So you watch as the guards, kind of as the chaos has kind of ended, the people are, like see that everything kind of taken care of. Still, people kind of like dispersed. The guards run toward the wizard and grab hold of him. And he's like, "Please, I didn't mean it. I'm so sorry." Blah blah blah. And they kind of like grab him by the arms and are like you're going straight to jail. Why would you do that? They're just shouting at him. Is there anything you guys would like to do?
Before you take him, just beware. This sloth is going to turn back into a demon in like an hour.
They're like, what?
Yeah, it's not permanent.
They're like, and they look at the wizard. They're like, can you send it back? And he's like, I don't know why it happened. I promise. He's like, I did not mean for this to happen.
And I'll ask the wizard, like, what was supposed to happen?
It's like, I was told it would shoot fireworks in the sky, okay?
Who gave you this spell?
He's like, I bought it from someone.
Who?
He's like, Odil.
Odil. Have you heard that name?
No.
You're brand new in town, so you don't know.
I'd walk up quite close to him and go, "Who is Odil? Where do we find them? Do you have anything else from them?"
He's like, well, it sounds like you have a demon here who's gonna turn back into a demon in an hour. And he's like, I think we should
I have an hour to talk to you then.
Wait, DM, I do know about this town from when we entered to a history check. So I would kind of know about Odell and his oddity shop, right?
You can roll history.
Unless he's new in town.
Well,
new in town.
I'm not new in town because we did roll earlier and I did roll like a 16 or
yeah,
something.
so I'd say you have advantage, maybe.
Odell could
Alright.
be new.
Yeah, Odell could be new. I don't know that, but I mean, it's only a 12 total with advantage.
Okay.
What was it in history? You said history? Yeah, 13 minus 1, 12.
Yeah, you've heard Odil, but yeah, you've not.
I'm not too familiar, but I know of the name and that's about it. But
yeah. Well, before you guys can do anything else, the guards are like, well, it sounds like we need to take care of this problem right now. And
can you clear off this area and then we can all just strike it down in one swift blow?
Poor thing. All right, so you guys, all right, and the guards are like, you think you can handle it? I mean, it looks like you could.
I will pin it down with both immovable rods.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Oh. Ooh, shit. That's actually pretty brutal because if it changes back and those stay in place,
Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna die.
physics are fucked up.
I'm effectively squishing it.
What are you doing? Are you doing it on the? You doing it on the stage? Or are you doing it on the ground?
I would work with the guards wherever they think is best.
Okay. Well, they don't know anything about your.
We should pin it against a rock, something that's not going to break very easily.
Between a rock and a hard place.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys take a sloth.
God, it looks so bad.
The halfling monk is following you guys as the guards they bring the wizard with you guys as they take your suggestion. You guys seem to know what you're doing. As they find a rock.
This is not the same halfling we saw in the last town, right?
No, it's
You weren't followed?
This halfling, she has like red hair. She's got like these green eyes and freckles, and she seems to be wearing pretty simple clothing. She's got like the stereotypical like look monk wrist, hand wraps and foot wraps.
She's a monk. It's a monk. I called it. It's a monk.
Yes. The jumping on the back and punching gave it away.
Kinda.
So, all right. So you guys found a rock, and Elamir, you pin it with your 2 immovable rods against the rock.
Yeah,
like the
I apologize. I apologize to the little sloth. I'm like, I know you're not a sloth, but this feels terrible.
All right, so you just.
I'm sorry, little one.
And all right, so Elamir, you guys get it set up. This little sloth. He's like, I'm assuming you're putting like, where are you putting the rods on his body, like neck and stomach kind of thing?
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys put this against this rock as you kind of put the sloth. They just kind of like moving slowly, looking around.
He just wants to eat some fruit.
And you're gonna drop the spell.
And Elmir, is it in place?
This is be messy.
Yep. Buttons are clicked.
And then just poof, spell dropped.
All right.
Instantly unleash on it.
Go ahead and roll. What kind of damage do you think 2 immovable rods would cause you as you are going from a tiny creature to a large creature?
You have a large creature reconstituting, so filling up space with not enough space. I forget. There's supposed to be rolls for this. It's like
Isn't it like crush damage or something like that?
Well, so it doesn't say anything about damage, but it can hold up to 8,000 pounds of weight.
Oh,
so like
shit.
if you did physics, whatever.
2 of them would be 1,600 pounds of weight.
It's dispersed though on its body, so
Or
they each
16,000, yeah.
They each be 8,000.
And then if a creature's wanting to make an action against it, it makes a DC 30 strength check. And if
From
it
what-
succeeds, it only moves the rod 10 feet.
Here, let me check something real quick.
so it's able to do a strength check to move it, but it's able to hold how much weight?
8,000 pounds.
Yeah, how could someone pass a strength check to move 8,000 pounds?
You're really strong.
The math I'm finding here is like 150 d6s.
Holding.
So,
Do you want to roll? Here, hold on. I'm gonna find something real quick. There's a spell that I think would help me figure out the spell.
You could simplify it and just say it's pinned, and then it could try to do the strength check and then make it.
No, it's not simplified because its body is expanding and it's.
I'm just saying, if we didn't want to go through this
No.
crazy thought exercise where we
doing
just
it.
murdered a
so
sloth.
so I have references for falling rubble for like a collapsing tunnel or crushed by compacting walls from one of the 5e modules. So it'd be 4d10 for either falling rubble or if they're crushed by compacting walls. So literally something immovable, it's 10d10. So at least that's what I have for like the actual damage table.
10d10. Let him roll 10d10.
Well, it'd be
Now we went off of like crazy
Alright.
math.
roll 20d10. How about that?
Oh, you have use a freaking app or something.
Yeah, use an app or something.
You
What I
could
was
use
trying to do-
Yeah, roll
D&D
20.
Beyond.
Just
Roll 20.
roll
Yeah.
20 / roll space 20d10.
This poor
If you put that in roll 20, it'll roll it.
poor demon. He doesn't even. He's just a sloth right now, guys, and he's coming back. Gonna get obliterated.
Yep.
123.
All right, you guys watch as everyone's kind of gathered around as this poor little sloth, right? He's just sitting there. Suddenly, Levy just you just like snap and
Yeah, just boom.
all right, and suddenly you see it start to expand and you just hear this just stomach retching crunching noise as it just expands rapidly, but like the part near its throat and just its abdomen just get crushed because between this rock and rock on a hard spot where the immovable rod is not moving, and just the creature immediately just dies, just slumps over dead as it's still pinned to this rock as its body begins to.
Well, that was gross.
Yeah. I'm gonna go shower.
Do we need to clean off this rod? Here, can I cast Prestidigitation to clean the blood and guts off the rod?
All right,
There you go.
you guys unclick it as the body is now.
I also have an old cask of holy water from.
Just throw it on dead bodies. And
I tell him to hold on to the cask, and I just sacred flame the stones.
Well, no, I was
Just
gonna say
burn it away.
I'm gonna wipe down the rods with some holy water.
Gosh.
Sizzle.
Well, I think that is a good spot to wrap up.
That was gruesome.
Oh my
That was pretty
gosh.
gruesome, guys. It was genius, but gruesome.
Gosh, that poor.
We were
Who-
very
who-
unforgiving of these demons.
Who'd have thought Elamir was this evil?
He's not evil. He's
God.
killing evil.
Hey, that drink changed me. I told you guys. I had an awakening.
Oh gosh.
Oh,
All right. Well, after that, thank you everyone for joining us tonight. It was a fun session.
That was interesting for sure.
that was awesome.
Session. We should be back in 2 weeks. I don't know where that puts us, but
Session 45.
session 45 on the 19th, so we should be back then. So once
Happy
again,
birthday
thank you
to my
everyone for joining
June
us.
friends. Happy birthday to my June friends.
Yes, we've got three birthdays here in June. Sealscar, when are you again?
Mine is on the 10th.
You're the 10th. I'm on the 12th. And Cody's on the 26th.
We're all old.
Wow. Well, happy birthday in advance to 10th and 12th. At least we'll see
There you go.
Elamir again here before his.
We'll still see young Elamir because next time we see him afterwards, he'll be old Elamir.
Be the ripe age
I'm
of
almost gonna be
29.
30. He's only hitting 29. I'll be 30.
Y'all young.
Welcome to the 30s.
There we go.
It doesn't get.
Everyone.
Yeah, you feel very old instantly.
Yeah,
If you don't already.
The day your birthday arrives, you're gonna feel your back hurting and your knees. That's where you're gonna feel it first. Your back and your knees.
Oh gosh,
Yeah.
that's awesome. All right, well I think that concludes the stream for tonight.
Yes.
That
go.
was
Thank you, everyone.
fantastic.
Have a great night.
Good.
So
Have a
long.
great night, everyone. Make sure you check us out on YouTube and everywhere you can find podcasts.
That's right.
Thanks for listening to the Adventure with Advantage podcast. You can catch us live on Saturday night, 8 p.m. Central, at twitch.tv/AWA_DND.